I'm really just trying to figure out like lighting here, but this is not working. First of all, yeah. I'm lying. I don't care. Oh God, I gotta clean out that corner because that's not gonna be cute at all. How do I do this? No, no, closer. It would have to be like right here, but I would need like. Oh hi, 2 people are watching. I'm just testing lighting. I'm not talking about anything. Just testing lighting. Trying to like block out boxes and brooms. I have an obsession. I have an obsession with brooms and boxes. Not brooms and boxes. Did I say brooms? I don't have an obsession with brooms and boxes. I have an obsession with bottles and boxes. As you can see, the boxes I have difficulty throwing away. I'm a hoarder. Bottles. I hate throwing away bottles as well. Stupid. That being said, whoa. This is not gonna work. It's ridiculous. Just so everyone knows, had I been a fully functioning adult, my children would have never had to go through anything I'm going through. Oh, and mom? Nope, can't talk about that. Sorry. I just want to say, if you look at like people that have been spanked and you look at people that haven't been spanked and you see the difference, like my aunt, she doesn't seem like one of those people that spanked her kids ever. I don't think she did. My Aunt Sarah. I wonder if she corporally punished her kids any time in their lives. They're excellent kids. They're wonderful kids. Never got spanked. Well, that's because they were good kids, you say. Are you kidding me? My kids are just born bad. It doesn't work that way. My sister, pretty good kid. I mean, I know some things about her that I won't share because it's her business, but she forgets I know those things. I love you, sis. Like, how good of a mom she is. Anyways, my brother. I don't know much about my brother except for how much he loves video games. Or he loved video games, and now I guess I don't know. He's pretty quiet. I'm pretty sure he's a good guy. But I don't recall either one of them really getting their butts spanked as kids. I just don't. That's interesting to know. What does that say to anyone? Look, I'm not trying to be a bitch here. I'm like being dead serious. What does that say to anyone? Like, if my sister or my brother were spanked, but I was. And I'm such a horrible, horrible kid. I'm such a horrible, horrible adult that made such horrible, horrible decisions. And I'm such a horrible, horrible mother. And I'm such a horrible, horrible example. And I made horrible, horrible choices. So what does that tell you about spanking? I'm just curious. What does it tell you? Just saying. I have to find somewhere to get some vape juice right now. I have to call Uber. Or DoorDash. DoorDash will deliver anything. Even vape juice. That's right. I wonder if they deliver condoms. I don't need any. I wish. going to start a Dear Diary series. And I'm going to put explicit content. Only because, I talk about a lot of randomly unacceptable, inappropriate things. Why they're inappropriate? Because society has deemed them to be such. And actually, they're not. They're not. My camera needs cleaned. It's obviously softening my skin and I look much younger that way. Maybe I should leave it dirty. Yes. That's what I'm going to do. My feet clean? Oh, wow, that's a first. Look, AJ, my feet are clean. I used to hate it when my feet were dirty. Put some fucking shoes on. No. Run around outside with no shoes on. You would get so mad. And then I wouldn't want to wash my feet before I went to bed. You don't know what my feet go through. You know what my skin goes through, okay? When I take a shower, it's fucking appalling. People don't know what I go through when I take a shit. People don't know what I go through after I take a shower. People don't know what I go through when I brush my hair. People don't know what I go through with my skin. People don't know what I go through. With everything. You see, freaking boogers are like my arch nemesis. Boogers and snot. Who the fuck's arch nemesis is boogers and snot? They're fucking appalling. Disgusting. Seriously uncomfortable substances that I can't deal with at all. I clean my nose out and it's gross. It's horrifying. It's like traumatization every time I do it. Why? I don't know. The consistency of snot. There's nothing wrong with you, Amber. Of course not. Everyone's appalled by boogers. I was never a booger eater as a kid. Like, seriously. Linnea ate boogers in front of me once, and I was like, oh my God!
I did what?
You ate boogers in front of me once. You picked your nose and you ate it, and I was like, ugh. Gross. I was like, how did that taste? And she looked at me and she's like cornflakes? I was like, she said they tasted like cornflakes.
I did.
Disgusting. Yeah, I find it very difficult to pick my nose, let alone blow it, let alone pick boogers out of it. And definitely not ever eat them.
You can't stand blowing her nose.
You can't stand blowing your nose. She's going to end up with a hole in her eardrum like I did.
It's messy.
Is that why you don't do it? Because it's messy?
Yeah.
I didn't blow my nose when I was younger, and I got an ear infection so bad that it ate a hole in my eardrum. My mom had to put ear drops in my ear. It hurt so bad. I remember having my head in her lap because it hurt so bad. Just crying. I was like at my Uncle Mike and Aunt Christy's house. Their trailer. When you walked in, it was, I loved their trailer. You walked in, it was like open. It was like on the right side was a dining room. On the left side was like just a entry room, like kind of like a sitting room, but not. And then you go around on that side and it was like the living room. And then they had like a breakfast bar. And then they had like the kitchen. And then they had their room. And then they had the kids' rooms. And then they had figs on the fence in the backyard. And then they had a swing set. And then there was a waterfall up in the mountain that we used to look in the telescope. Because Brandon used to always look in the telescope with me. He used to always show me the stars and the moon and stuff. And he showed me a waterfall on the side of the mountains. Brandon was awesome. Brandon also showed me how to make necklaces out of quarters. Yeah. Brandon Luna. It's one of your favorite names, huh?
Hmm?
Luna?
Yeah.
Yeah. Brandon Luna. They weren't my blood family, but my grandpa Merle and my grandma Pat, they were pretty much family. Brandon and Brooke. Brooke was like the most beautiful girl I'd ever seen in my life. She was so pretty. She was always she was very pretty. I'm sure she's still pretty, but she had the most beautiful hair in the world and the most beautiful face. She was like model type pretty. And then Ashley, she was real young. Kyle was real young. Brandon was the older one, the one everyone wanted to follow around and pester. And he always used to let me look through the telescope in the backyard, or in the front yard at Grandma Pat and Grandpa Merle's. Grandpa Merle used to let me hang out in the shop with him and do woodwork. They like to play in the sawdust, and they go in the room with all the rocks in the rock. He had like the rock grinding stones and stuff, stone polishing and rock grinding and all that stuff. He had those machines in one room, and then he had all the woodworking in the other room, and then he did cabinets all day and woodwork all day. And he was so happy, and we were all so happy. And then him and Grandma would sit in their recliners and watch TV at the end of the day, smoking their asses off, cigarettes. Then you had the back room where the kids and the piano were. I think it was a piano. I don't remember. Well, there were some beds and TVs back there. And then there was like 5 bedrooms in the freaking house. And then there was a aviary. Is it aviary? No. What do you call it's like it's like a garden in the middle of the house, but it's open. Atrium? No. It's not aviary, because aviary is like a bird thing. It's like an atrium or a... I don't know. The house was like built. The house was built, and then in the middle of the house was open in the top. Like it was just where Grandma could put, my grandma had all her plants and stuff, but it was open in the top. It wasn't like roofed. I don't know. Anyway. I remember my mom used to clean the house, and the sliding glass door was so freaking clean that my brother was chasing me through the house once, and I ran right into the sliding glass door because she took the stickers off.
Ray Gonzalez.
Hello?
What's happening?
Nothing. You're on YouTube.
Huh?
You're on YouTube.
Man,
What?
my hair's messed up, man.
Well, they can't see you. They can only see me talking to you. And they heard the phone say, Ray Gonzalez, FaceTime.
What are you doing?
Nothing, just sitting here babbling on FaceTime. I mean, not FaceTime, on YouTube.
YouTube?
Yeah. I'm kind of
You're
sick.
bored, huh?
I'm bored, and I'm kind of sick today. They called me into work, and I was like, yeah, I'll go in. But then I was like, no, I can't go in because I'm sick, number one. And then, I don't know, I just won't be very nice.
You're not in a good mood?
Not really. Not to interact with people.
Why?
I'm just not.
Oh,
I'm grouchy.
just one of those days.
Well, and I probably shouldn't be driving anyway. I can't drive if I'm drinking, so.
Yeah, that would be that would put a dent in your.
Yeah. But I took Linnea to the store. I took her to the
We bought $30 worth of junk food.
have $30 worth of junk food. Like, look. I was like, get whatever you want. Go ahead. Yeah, we're just what are you doing? Yeah. Us too. Where's Edison? Oh. I miss her. She's so sweet.
You're much.
Yeah. I miss all you guys, kind of.
I don't have
Well,
school
kind
tomorrow.
of.
Ha, 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 ha.
What?
I don't have school tomorrow. Ha, 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 ha.
She has Fridays off. She's Friday.
Fridays are optional. They're not off. They're off.
Hey, Google.
Hey, Google.
Yeah, my Google.
Hey, Google.
Chill out a minute. What can I do for you? Listen. Hey, Google. Why does my ass smell?
Sorry, I don't understand.
Hey, Google. What is stinky ass?
On the website butt-wax.com. Smelly ass is sweat, or as it's popularly known, swamp ass.
Oh my god. That was fucking funny. She said swamp ass? I'm still broadcasting on YouTube. I've got my... All you can see is my... Look, I'm broadcasting on YouTube. Hold on, I'll cover your face.
Broadcasting.
You can't see anything. It's all... Let me turn it off. I'm bored.
You're bored, huh?
I am. I don't have friends out here, and I'm like...
You
I
don't
don't
have
know.
no friends at all.
I have a couple, like the people I work with, but I barely know them. And then, my boyfriend,